Hello, this is Mia. I've got the tropical look going on. Um, it's like so cold downstairs, and all year long it's cold downstairs. And some people like cold, and in the summer they like cold, but in the summer it's just like finally I can function, and then it's like the house is so cold I have to go out in the sun to thaw out, and it's so cold down there, the heat upstairs cranks because the thermostat is downstairs. I almost, the last place we lived had like electric heat, and it had a separate thermostat for each room, so you could, what we did was upstairs was our bedrooms during the day, shut the doors, turn the heat down low, had a pet in there, so if there's a pet in there or something, you might turn it up a little bit higher than the other rooms. And downstairs was a big open area. It was like 1,000 square foot area. And I think it still had a kitchen heater and a living room heater. That's the only rooms, and then the bathroom. Pets were downstairs. And I thought it was set up like this place, but that can't be right. I don't think the sun really came in. The sun would come in the kitchen briefly. That's what makes it hard too. If I had sun actually shining in, I could separate and turn heats off. And then this place got worse. About a year and a half, 2 years ago, they installed fans in the upstairs that run 24/7. And the light on runs on like it's low speed is like high. So when you turn on the light switch, it's like super high. So you're taking a shower, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. And then we have a Moen, or what do you call it, Moen brand shower faucet. It's child safety, so it doesn't get cold or hot. It's just like lukewarm to somewhat. I could stand it. Thank God I can actually stand taking a shower and not be freezing my butt off. And so all the hydrotherapy people are like, why are you guys not ending your showers in cold? You know, that's the naturopathic way. And how many of you in here end your showers in cold? And people raise their hand in class, like 3 people, and they're like, oh, I scold all of you. And I'm just like, my shower does not turn cold. I mean, unless it's cold outside. It's like, the whole shower is cold, but it's not ice cold. You can't make it ice cold for hydrotherapy. I've been watching, I'm also going to read, I don't want to show the picture, I'm going to start reading Lord Every Storm. So it's got a big tropical flower, similar, I feel like, to my background. And I read this book before. Just finished Karen Kingsbury's One Tuesday Morning. Somebody at the old church had a bookshelf full of Lori Wick books. I was like, oh my gosh, you like that book? I love that book. And she's like, if you like her, you should try Karen Kingsbury. And I tried Karen Kingsbury. She's like, let's start with One Tuesday Morning or whatever about the Twin Towers. And so I borrowed that from the library, and then I went through the series. And most of her books are like, they have the same, for 3 book series, have the same letter for the title of each book, or some sort of match it up. And they changed, I'm pretty sure it was the set, they changed the name of one of the books. I don't know, it just made it hard to like find it at the library, and then you have to research and find out. She changed the title, which is really weird, from my point of view. And I make bookmarks, and I don't ever really use my own bookmarks. I make them as part of my crafting store. Store that doesn't, I just end up making things for myself. But to venture out, you gotta start somewhere, right? I am kind of disappointed because both of these books I've already read, and I was like stuck in a rut, not having anything to read, and so it was, I don't know. I've got a couple also or it's a stand the book I had, somebody had read it like 10 times before I got it, and they passed it on to someone else, and they passed it on to me. I started reading that one again. That one's pretty good. And then one of Joyce Meyer's novels, which I used to read like all of her books, but one of her novels is like, I can't remember which one. Any Minute. I started reading that one in the summer again, but then it's like while waiting for my other books. I'm feeling kind of bummed because it's fun to get a new book. I don't care about new, but new to me. And sometimes you go through the back of the book, and it's just like, dude, like, it's like, did I read this or not? Like, I think everyone in this one I've read. And there's one I let someone borrow, I never gave it back. It's like, I own her books. I own only one. I bought one. I don't buy things. I'm a cheapskate sometimes. Depending on if it has to do with food, then I'm not. That's why I can't buy other things. I can't even remember which one it is. Oh. I think it was about a prostitute who. These are all, a lot of hers, not all. A lot of these are cowboy Indian, Old West, Montana days, Colorado, Montana territory. And it was one of the ones, and she has some set in the South, as far as the U.S., and then the other ones that mainly, there's one I think is set in Hawaii, and then there's other ones set in Europe, in old-time Europe, or new-time Europe. And then she has some contemporary other fiction, short stories. School was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to graduate, I'm going to actually be able to sit down and read a book, and I'm going on vacation, anyone have any ideas? And I'm just like, I didn't even comment, no comment. I'm like, dude, I'm like, major book junkie. I was reading a book the other day, like 7. Okay, crazy. My alarm's going to go off in a second here. Excuse me, sorry, I'm not bragging, it's just, like, those people probably had less stress while studying and finishing other requirements because they could focus on school and not on what's going to happen in the next chapter, and then I'll read, okay, I have to stop this. I read fiction and nonfiction at the same time by choice, and then when I have a school book or book report that I have to read, then I read that as well. And then I have my Bible, which I misplaced this morning somewhere, and I have my medical books that I enjoy reading, including like general health that I can use. I have my homeopathy, 2 or 3 homeopathy books here. Just need to put some. I was using it because family members get sick, or I'm gonna try to, like, what is that one? No, I think another one, but what is it? I'm gonna have to go turn my water off. That's why I have this timer set, and then I'll make this video, the part 2, after I get my cocoa. And I just wanted to say it's Sunday, and I'm asking God to guide me to a new church, and to guide me to my friend. I wake up praying, but I didn't do my Bible study yet. And I'm going to, for the accountability team, since it is Sunday, I said this weekend that I'd go through at least 5 files, either and you mix and match of what file cabinets are, or what type of files are like purging out of one file box, or archiving something, or just even just going through it and maybe just stacking it up, like, you know, making it so that the papers aren't all over the place. And then there was a free video, like part 2, because I turned them off in the middle. That's on my to-do list to actually upload those. I keep on saying that I'm gonna shut off all my videos, or that I'm not gonna make any more, because I wanted to transition to doing more medical type videos, but because I'm still in transition myself, I feel like it's good to keep these videos on. And the biggest reason that I wanted to keep these videos on is because of you guys post videos that have helped me to get out of a rut, and or to be like, oh, the way you described, like, sometimes you grow up and you're like, oh, I know that I should, you know, take the garbage out before the fruit flies get it. It's like someone might be like, this is a reminder, like, every day at 3, check all your garbage and take it out. Like, I'm just making it up, but it's like, oh, it's 3 o'clock, gee, somebody just said, you know, it's like, just a reminder. My family aren't really in touch with a lot of relatives or family members, friends, neighbors. We were at a church, and we even lost. We stayed there. Marcy tell us the goodiness, being goody goodies and too smart at church, and I was just like, and I'm about to be a doctor, and I do believe in tithing. Like, I was like, why are you driving me to go find my own kind? Professional, smartsy people living in the burbs. Like, we live near the suburbs, but we kind of live in a slum. I gotta turn the water off, so I'll be back, and I will share with you just general life stuff, and I'm really excited